It was a cold but beautiful afternoon on Sodor, and all the engines were happily doing their work, each and every one of them proving themselves really useful. On the main line, the Scottish twin engines Donald and Douglas were cheerfully making their way to Marin with a line of trucks full to the brim.
Frick.
They contained supplies that were going to be used for track maintenance. They puffed past Edward Station and approached their challenge, Gordon's Hill. "Charge it, Donald," called Douglas. "Aye, let's show this wee hill what we can do." Fireboxes burning and wheels grinding, the twins forced their way up the hill. They began to tire. "Ugh, I didn't think that load would be this heavy," puffed Douglas. "More like you plus the train is heavy," muttered Donald. "What was that?" "I said, you and this whole train are making it difficult for me. I'm feeling all the weight back here." "Well, now you know how I feel half the time. See, this is why I stay at the front, because you can't puff steadily otherwise." The twins bickered and bickered, even as they reached the top of the hill, where the trouble began to arise. "Well, my troublesome allies, time to feast yourselves." The trucks soon began to push the twins downhill, but they were too busy bickering to notice their speed accelerate, and they came closer and closer to Marin. Just beyond Marin, there were sets of points leading to sidings, other lines, other platforms, etc. One of these needed repair, that is, it had been found to be faulty and caused some trouble for the mainline trains. Last week, a workman was given the task to halt trains and make sure they go slow over said points. He was just beginning to walk down the line when... What the? Oh, stop! Any other time you leave, something bad always happens, if you get my point! What? No, points! Brakes, Donald! Lord sakes! Their drivers applied the brakes, but it was too late. Whoa! Oh, my frames, my leg! Oh, are you okay, Donald? Never mind me. What about you? You're on your side. I'm fine. Could be better, though. I'm sorry. Same here. Soon the rescue crew arrived. Luckily, the supplies, besides the gravel inside Scruffy, wasn't involved with the crash, so the operation went by quickly. Sir Topham Hatt watched the scene. "Dear, oh dear. Looks like you'll need some repairs, Douglas. Donald, you'll just have to wait here for a few more minutes for inspection. But I'm sure you're still in working order."
Yes, sir.
After Donald had delivered the train, he went back to the yard to collect his next train. He was dismayed to find a train for him that looked too big for one engine. "So long." "Cheerio," said Donald doubtfully. As Donald began his journey, he soon began to find himself struggling. "Okay, come on, you lot. I want to get this over with." "We can't help our weight," the truck objected. As he huffed through Edward Station, he noticed a concerned Edward sitting in the platform. "Good luck," he wished. "Huh? What's he on about?" Then he realized, oh no, Gordon's Hill lay ahead. Donald used all of his strength, but he still came to a standstill 3/4 up. "Bother! We'll have to double the hill," said the driver. "Agreed, we can't hold the line up here all day," said the fireman. Donald, with no other option, had to agree. Things did not get better for him. He arrived late at Kelsthorpe Road. On his return run, he got held up by fallen cargo on the line. "Sorry." Ugh. And he even had to haul Rebecca halfway through to Netford as she had run out of water. "I do apologize, Donald," she said. "I don't want to be a bother." "It's fine, lassie." Unfortunately for Donald, later on, he had trouble leaving the station with his next train as Rachel had to be re-railed as she derailed on some points. As the evening fell over the island, Donald was making his way back to Ellsborough West with his last train. He was about to pass Ellsbridge when... Ah, driver, brakes! Donald halted, puzzled to see a motionless Stanley sitting before the platform. For Donald, this was the last straw. Stanley, what are you doing here on the main line? Oh, hello, Donald. I'm bringing empty coaches back to the big station, but I'm waiting for this invisible signal to change. A couple of minutes later. Isn't it green yet? No, I think something's blocking the line. It's nice to see something else that isn't the shunting yard for a change, though. Yes, and it's nice to be on time, too. Sorry. Another 3 minutes later. That's it, you've got to go. But Donald, I can't. The signal's being a nuisance, that's what. I've got to get through at some point. It's probably broken. Just hurry along to the next station, will ya? But isn't it against railway regulations to pass? You've got 10 seconds. But Donald... 10? Going now, goodbye. About time. Stanley zoomed down the line. What he didn't know was that right outside of Tidmouth, yeah, pretend Tidmouth's here, the points were jammed and leading into the coal pit siding due to the cold temperature. Yeah, pretend you don't see the many pieces of dog hair there. Hey, this isn't bad. I could get used to this. I'm the fastest thing alive. Nothing bad happens to the Stanleys. Oh! Ah! Everything hurts. By the time Donald approached Tidmouth, he was surprised at what he had saw. Stanley was being pulled out of the coal pit. Sir Topham Hatt was agitated. Stanley, I would have thought an engine like you would know not to pass a red signal. Now you need an inspection later on. Just be lucky there was nobody in your coaches and that the yard can manage without you for now. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. That said, it was actually... I'm sorry, Donald, but I don't have the time right now. And also, you best be on your way. You're running late. Aye, sir. Thanks a bunch, Donald. Hearing this made Donald feel terrible. As he shunted his train to the siding, he couldn't stop thinking about how he'd been responsible for the accident. Oh, what do I do now? That night, he decided to sleep in the good sidings outside to the sheds. Edward came up alongside him. Are you alright, Donald? I am, somewhat. It's just that... And Donald explained everything that happened the previous day to Edward. I see. Well, you know the best thing to do is explain all this to the Fat Controller as soon as you can. Not only is it telling the truth, but he may be able to get another engine to help you while Douglas is being repaired. Aye, then that's what I'll do tomorrow. Thank you, Edward. No problem. Good night. The next morning, Donald tried to find Sir Topham Hatt, but he wasn't able to. So as a backup plan, he quickly made his way to collect his first train of the day. He noticed Stanley arranging some coaches and went to him. Hey, morning, lad. Stanley said nothing. Look, I'm sorry. I don't like holding grudges, Donald, but Sir Topham Hatt trusted me with that job, and I don't want to lose that trust. After a bit of shunting, I'll be transporting a crane to Marin for the track maintenance, thankfully, so I'd suggest you keep an eye out. He left off, leaving an even more guilty Donald. Donald's train wasn't due for a little while, and he had only come to the yard that early mainly to see Stanley and Sir Topham Hatt. This gave him an idea. Ooh, I know. I can take the crane to Marin and save Stanley the bother. So after a while, Donald got his train, and then added Jerome. We need Judy. Oh, Donald, hello. Morning, laddie. You come with me on this run. Alright then, off we go. Now, this whole thing wouldn't have been a problem if Jerome had known his crane arm wasn't secure. The two had a nice run. No nonsense from the trucks, no unnecessary stops, and everything was going fine. Until they reached the top of Gordon's Hill. They rounded the curve and then... Whoa! Donald! What's going on back there?
I'm swinging a boat back here!
Wait, what? Lord sakes! Donald then saw the invisible curve at the bottom of the hill. Brakes! Again, it was too late. Whoa! 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 Oh no! Luckily, no one was hurt. Well, that was something. My aching side rods. Emily had to come with Rocky to clear up the mess. And Sir Topham Hatt arrived in not Winston, but Stanley. Whoa, what the heck, Donald? What were you doing with Jerome? I'd like to know that too, bellowed Sir Topham Hatt. Oh, he's screwed? I'm sorry, sir. I just wanted to help out Stanley as a way to make up for causing his accident. Sir Topham Hatt was puzzled. So was Stanley. Go on. And Donald explained everything about his mishaps, his encounter with Stanley, and his idea to try and make it up to him. Well, I suppose I owe you an apology, Stanley. And as for you, Donald, while this accident wasn't necessary, I commend you for trying to make it up to your mistake. So we can let this accident off with a warning and advice so that we won't get off track in the future. I thought the day would never come when I derail a crane and hear a horribly bad joke from the controller himself. Later, Donald was stationed in the steamworks where he finally saw Douglas, who was almost ready to go by the time he got there. So, he asked, how was work? Well, it would have been way better with you. And they chuckled. To Donald's surprise, Stanley pulled up. Oh, look, Stanley, No need for an apology, Donald. I'm grateful for what you did earlier. Tried to help me out and stood up for me to the controller. You're a good friend, Donald, and I forgive you. Well, that's a relief, sighed Donald. Can someone fill me in onto the loop? The engines then all laughed. It had been an eventful past couple of days, and they were glad to have made amends. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
That's so Rocky.
Dang straight!